Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about why we don't change, even when we have those glimpses or those flashes of insight as to what exactly it is holding us back. Understanding a pattern and interrupting the pattern are two very different things. We get flashes and insights showing us that we need to change, and in some cases, exactly how to change. We know if we're drinking too much, if we're eating too much, if we need to leave a toxic relationship, if we're caught in a loop of self-sabotage, if we continue to procrastinate. We understand that we need to change these things, these habits, these patterns. The gap between knowing these things and actually making the change, that's where real, powerful transformation happens. But how do we get from the recognition that I am in a pattern, I know I need to change, to actually changing it? What do? We look into what we're protecting. And what we're often protecting is an identity. And I would even say that in my experience as a counselor, 8 times out of 10, the identity that we are protecting that keeps us in these negative pattern loops is an identity that was formed in our childhood. The identity of being the victim or the helper or the overachiever or the person that's going to step in and fix everything. All of these that I just mentioned, the victim, the fixer, the overachiever, the helper, all of these identities form within the familial unit based on sometimes where you were born in the family. Were you the firstborn? Were you the lastborn? Are you the middle child? In many families now, we are recognizing that there is often a golden child and a black sheep. And these roles that are almost forced upon us when we're children create our identity today. They create who we see ourselves as today. And those identities will do almost anything to protect themselves. They don't want to change. Why don't they want to change? Because they become deeply ingrained within us. It's unconscious for most of us until it's actually brought out into the surface. Typically in a counseling or a psychology type setting where all of a sudden we have that aha moment and we say, oh my gosh, I've been playing the role of the victim most of my life, or I am such an overachiever or underachiever. I need to break out of this role. And when that identity comes to light and comes to the surface, you will meet with some resistance against the change. But once you are able to step in and interrupt that identity regularly, that's when you'll truly transform. And this is the work that I do and the work that I've been doing for almost 6 years now. Actually, I've been doing it in my own life, my whole life. Um, That's where I come from, is those huge transformations. And in fact, many of the people that I know on Facebook who knew me back in high school will tell you that they don't recognize who I am anymore because I have gone through so many identity disruptions to transform and now step into the role of helping others step out of, like I said, childhood identities, which involve self sabotage, addictions, procrastination, and so on. The the pattern that ruins your progress isn't the pattern that you don't understand. It's the one you do understand and yet you continue to repeat. Interrupting an identity is where real transformation happens. Thank you so much for watching all the way until the end. If you're interested in more content like this, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.